purchasing a Piranha C-Series plasma. This video is a quick start guide to help get you up and running and is not intended to replace the manual. Please inspect the machine for any damage upon arrival. It should look something like this. The standard machine will arrive with 4 components on top: a box containing leveling pads, the control itself, the hypertherm plasma unit, and the slag pans for underneath the machine.
After removing the shrink wrap, your next step should be to open the leveling pad box to get the leveling pads prepared for installing the machine. The leveling pad box will contain 4 to 6 leveling pads, the operating manual, which has installation instructions provided, and the software, which will have your software protection key in the bottom right corner. Please note that this is not a USB drive. It is the licensing device for your software and must be installed in a USB port for your software to function. Prepare each leveling pad by threading the nut up to approximately 4 inches from the base.
The preferred method of unloading the machine is with an overhead crane, or a forklift with at least 8-foot forks can be used. When using an overhead crane, make sure that the straps are inside of the cable carriers to prevent any damage to the machine. If a forklift is being used, the forks must be at least 8 foot long, and the forklift must be able to handle the maximum weight of the machine being provided. The machine must be lifted from the side opposite the cable carrier, and the forks must extend beyond the bottom of the machine to make sure that the load is balanced.
Next, thread the leveling pads into the 4 corners and, on a 10-foot model, into the 2 leveling sections in the center of the machine. Once the leveling pads have been installed, move the machine to its final location and remove all components that are on top of the machine to prepare for the leveling. The flexible conduit going to the control panel may be loose upon arrival. If so, simply insert the flexible conduit into the hole. Make sure that you insert the plastic backing connector, then tighten the nut onto the opening. The machine must be level before operation. When dealing with a 10-foot long machine, raise the center pads off the floor so they will not interfere with the initial leveling. Place a carpenter's level on the left-hand cover on the control side and find which end is higher. Using a wrench, rotate the nut of the threaded bolt clockwise to lower the high end until this side is level. Then move the level to the front of the machine and level the front right corner to match the front left corner. Continue around by matching the right rear to the right front. Then verify the rear side, which should now be level as the other 3 sides have been completed. Once all 4 sides have been leveled, lower the center leveling screws down to the floor and then tighten all 6 jam nuts. The supplied air connection is for 8mm tubing. This fitting can be removed and replaced with a 1/4 inch NPT fitting to match the necessary incoming supply. Once the air is connected, pressure should be set to 65 psi or 4.5 bar. If the pressure were to drop below 60 psi or 4 bar, an alarm would show on the control, notifying you of low air pressure. Incoming power should be connected by a qualified electrician. Connect the 220 single-phase power to the 2 left-hand terminals on top of the power switch and the ground onto the ground bar on the bottom of the control cabinet. Once the Power Max unit is removed from the box, you'll need to connect the power lead and the ground cable. A qualified electrician should connect the power lead to a properly sized service disconnect. Service size will vary depending upon the plasma unit purchased. Please refer to the Hypertherm Power Max manual for exact details.
The work ground connects here. Align the key with the hole, insert the plug, and then rotate about 1/2 turn clockwise to lock in place. Slightly pull on the plug to ensure a good connection. The work lead connects here. With the button facing up, insert the plug until it clicks into place. Slightly pull on the plug to ensure a good connection. On the back of the unit are air and interface connections. Install the appropriate quick connect fitting for your air hose onto the unit. Verify your incoming air pressure is less than 135 psi, then connect your air hose. The interface cable is key to only go in one way. Rotate the body of the plug until it goes into the connection fully, then rotate only the locking nut until it is securely in place.
This concludes machine installation. If you have any questions, feel free to check the website or give us a call.